Hello and welcome. My name is Zane and this is my skilling spotlight for the tan leather spell. So without further ado, let's get right into it. The requirements for this method are pretty hefty. You'll need to have completed the Fremenic Hard Diary, have at least 78 magic, and have roughly 15 million GP in starter cash. In terms of items, each cast uses 2 Astral Runes, 1 Nature Rune and 5 Fire Runes, so you'll want a Fire Staff. And you will also need 5 untanned dragon hide for each cast of this spell. As for the method itself, it's fairly simple. You want to stand at any one-click bank, in this case I'm using the Castle Wars chest, zoom your screen in and click the tan leather spell with 25 untanned hides in your inventory, along with your Astral Runes, your Nature Runes and 1 inventory filler. Once you've cast this spell 5 times, you then quickly bank, deposit everything into your bank and withdraw 25 more hides and rinse and repeat. So whilst this method is very simple, there are a few tips and tricks that I have for you. The first is to always have exactly 25 dragon hide, no more and no less, which is because whilst this spell does tan dragon hide in intervals of 5, it will tan less than that if you don't have 5 in your inventory, which would be a waste of money. My second tip for you, and this is a major one in my opinion, is to click once on the spell after casting it, as this queues up the next cast. This will save you from constantly spam clicking on the spell while waiting for the first animation to finish. My third tip for you is to fill your bank with bank fillers to make sure you can bank faster. Basically you want to fill it so that the only things that go into your bank when you click on your deposit inventory button is your dragon hide lever. And just remember that you are going to need one thing in your inventory that isn't related to this at all to make sure you can only draw out 25 dragon hides at a time, not 26. So make sure that you fill the bank in to account for that too. And my final tip for you is just to zoom your screen in as much as you can, as this minimises the amount of mouse movement you need between banking and casting the spell. Since the profit from this method is reliant on the market, I thought I'd teach you how to check your own values in real time so you can know how much profit you can expect to make. In order to work this out, you need the price of dragon leather, you minus the price of the dragon hide that you'll be tanning, and that equals the profit you'll get per hide. You then want to take 2 Astral Runes, plus 1 Nature Rune, and that will equal the cost per cast of the spell. And finally, you want to times the profit per hide by 5 and minus the cost per cast, and that will equal the overall profit you'll make per cast of the spell on that particular type of dragon hide. You can then times this profit per cast by the amount of casts you manage per hour to give you a rough guide to how much GP you can expect to make per hour doing this method. The only other thing to mention about this is that some dragon hides will be more profitable than others, but do be wary of using dragon hides that have less volume traded, as their prices can fluctuate more. The safest dragon hide to use for this method in terms of the stability of the market is green dragon hide and green dragon leather. And finally, I tested this method for a full hour and these are the results that I got. Overall, I managed to make a profit of 660k, which came out to a profit per cast of 397 GP. I managed exactly 1660 casts per hour, and this gave me an experience rate per hour of 134,460. If you were to do this method from 78 to 99 magic, you would need 140,805 casts. If you were to cast at the same rate as me per hour, then you would need 85 hours to get from 78 to 99 magic using this method. And if you were to profit the same amount as I did using this method, then the profit from 78 to 99 magic for you would be 56.1 million GP. But with all that said though, that is it for this video, so I hope you found it helpful. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them down below, and if there's anything you'd like me to make a guide on, then feel free to drop me a line and I'll do my best to make it happen. With all that said though, I hope you're having a nice day, and I will see you next time. Bye guys!